Today we're going to talk about something that's freaking a lot of people out, which is the SaaS stocks crash. Why did it happen? And watch it until the end of the video because I will be sharing my thoughts on whether this is a value trap or a kind of opportunity that only shows up once every few years. Let's go. You can see from the table here that the software stocks are down like double digits, okay? Traders are calling it a SaaSpocalypse, where big names like HubSpot is down 70% on a 1 year period, Monday.com down 63%, even the big time player, right, ServiceNow is down 50%. So this kind of selling is a fear-driven selling, right? The kind where people don't even wait to ask questions first. So what actually happened that led to this market meltdown for SaaS stocks? If you Google around, right, all the news and stuff, you will know that all these kick off when Anthropic, okay, this is something like OpenAI or Gemini, right? And Anthropic is under Amazon. They revealed a legal plugin that helps to customize the LLM model Claude for the legal tasks such as document review and things like that. So the significant part is that rather than just conversing in the chat interface like ChatGPT, this one can plan, execute, and iterate through complex multi-step workflows. And the speed of which this agentic AI is taking over actual professional workflows are making investors realize that, wow, AI is coming big time and it could potentially replace the tasks that all these software companies are doing one day. So this is what actually led to or triggered the selling panic what we are seeing here. And according to Goldman Sachs, right, by 2030, over 60% of the software economics could flow through agentic systems, not legacy SaaS seats. So this is not like a shrinking market. It's actually a reallocation problem. So in the sense that they are just paying lesser for SaaS stocks. They're going for agentic AI, which will maybe deliver higher outcomes. And that explains why the markets are reacting so violently. And if you think about it, there are mainly two main fears that are driving everything. First of all, agentic AI may make traditional software unnecessary. The second thing is that even if software survives the seat-based pricing model, that means, for example, you have 3 users in the company, you need 3 seats. With an agentic AI model, it's limitless, right? You can apply it through like maybe the whole company of 100 people. So the pricing or the growth rates of all these SaaS stocks will come crumbling down. So if AI makes one person 3 times more productive, why do you even need to pay for 3 licenses? So this is one of the main fear that is driving this apocalypse, right? And hedge funds aren't waiting around. So billions have been already shorted in software stocks. Money is actively leaving SaaS at the moment, so not slowly rotating, but they are rushing for the exits. But here's where it gets interesting. So on the brighter side of things, some of the biggest tech leaders like Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, right, and Bank of America analysts think that this panic is overdone. The argument is very simple. AI doesn't replace software. AI enhances software, and enterprises are already deeply embedded in existing systems. So the decades of proprietary data won't be rebuilt overnight. So there is still a place, a position for the SaaS stocks. And in my opinion, right, the safest softwares should have the following traits. So first of all, mission critical workflows, so software that runs the core business operations. Second, deep proprietary data, so the unique data sets that can't be replicated. One stock that out of my mind I can think of is Palantir. So Palantir has very deep proprietary kind of a system where you won't know what is going on in their AI, and this is unique to them. Everyone, the companies or the governments, big or small, are using their unique, AI proprietary system, and that can't be replicated. That's why Palantir's share price has soared like more than 4-5 times over the years. The third one is high switching costs, embedded so deeply within the organization that migration to any agentic AI will be very painful, or rather not realistic, at least for the midterm. And daily operations, so if you are using the tool every day and asking for the whole team, whole company to switch to another agentic AI that may not be tested and proven strategy, right, this may turn people off. So the big question is this a value trap for SaaS or a once in a lifetime opportunity? Let me share my thoughts here. Okay, this slide sort of sum up where the market is right now. We are at a fork in the road. On one side, you have value traps, companies that may look cheap but whose economic modes are slowly being eroded by AI systems, and that will be detrimental in the long run. On the other hand, you have the opportunity side. Companies don't fight the agentic AI, but adapt or rather use them and evolve alongside. So what you need to do is actually go for the companies or the stocks. This is what we call selectivity is everything, right? You need to select the companies that can embed this agentic AI, enhance their service offerings in the future. So this sums up part 1 of my 2-part SaaS stock series. In the next video, I'm going to switch gears and go through 5 stocks that I like. The stocks that with the kind of economic modes and positioning that allow them to survive and even strive alongside AI. So if this breakdown helped you see the bigger picture, do me a quick favor here, like, share and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the part 2 video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.